Everyone in that hallway thought I spent sophomore year hiding from Trent Miller. They had no idea what the Montana dirt actually taught me. Trent made my freshman year a living nightmare. Varsity lacrosse star. Used the hallways like a bumper car track. He'd wait until you were holding a full cafeteria tray, drop his shoulder, and send you crashing to the floor in front of everyone. His buddy Chase was always there with a phone out, recording. They had a name for it. The drop test. Then my parents moved us to my uncle's cattle ranch in Montana for a year, and I didn't complain once. I packed in record time. I just wanted the pit in my stomach to stop. Montana was brutal. Bone-chilling, dawn to dark work. Uncle Ray didn't talk much. On day one, he just handed me a heavy leather halter and pointed at a massive, half-wild Mustang named Ghost. "You don't fight 1,000 pounds of muscle, Leo," he said, spitting a sunflower seed into the dirt. "You don't match their panic. You become a wall. Ground your feet, breathe slow, and let them figure out their chaos doesn't move you." 11 months of eating dirt, getting slammed into fences by animals 10 times my size, learning to stand still when every nerve screamed to run. I put on 15 pounds of muscle-hauling hay bales, but the real change happened somewhere behind my ribs. I learned that real power isn't loud. It's calm all the way through. Walking back into Westview High for junior year, the metal lockers and the shrill bell felt small, almost fake. Trent found me before homeroom. Well, he said, leaning against my locker, blocking me in. "Look who crawled back from the sticks." He shoved his hand into my shoulder. The old me would have shrunk, stared at the floor, apologized for breathing his air. This time my heart rate didn't even move. I planted my feet exactly like I did with Ghost, looked him dead in the eyes, said nothing, just breathed. He blinked, just a flicker, but I caught it. Confusion. A glitch in the matrix. He muttered something weak and walked off. For 3 weeks he tried everything. Kicked my chair in study hall. I kept reading. Tried to shoulder check me. I shifted my weight and let him stumble past. Bullying is a transaction. They hand you fear. You hand back a reaction. I'd close my account, but guys like Trent can't survive losing control. If they can't break you, they go looking for someone who'll still bend. It happened on a rainy Tuesday in a packed cafeteria. I was sitting with Toby, a quiet freshman from art class. Small, nervous, thick glasses. Easy target on paper. Trent and Chase swaggered over. Trent didn't even glance at me. He snatched Toby's sketchbook off the table and held it over his head. "Let's see what the little freak's drawing," he laughed, dodging Toby's panicked grabs. Toby's voice cracked. "Please, just give it back." Uncle Ray's voice rolled through my head. "You don't match their panic. You become a wall." I stood up slow. My chair scraped and the whole table went quiet. I stepped into Trent's space. He grinned, waiting for me to finally snap. Cocked his arm back like he was about to launch the book across the room. I didn't swing. I didn't yell. I reached out, wrapped my hand around his wrist, and applied the exact pressure I'd used 100 times on a stubborn horse. One small twist. One locked joint. His fingers popped open. The sketchbook dropped straight into my other hand. Trent stumbled back, gripping his wrist, going pale, looking at me like I was suddenly holding a loaded weapon. I handed the book to Toby without looking away from Trent. "We're done here," I said, low and steady. "Right?" He scanned the crowd that had formed around us. Chase was already backing toward the door. Trent said nothing, just rubbed his wrist and walked out fast. We never became friends, obviously. But 2 months later we got paired for a biology lab. He passed me the microscope slides without a word, looked down at the table and said quietly, "Thanks." It wasn't much, but it was enough. The wild horse was finally broke.